Perfect.
All right, everybody, what's going on? And welcome to today's edition of SWAC Talk. Of course, this is the show we cover the SWAC inside and out. And I'm your tour guide around the SWAC. See what's coming at you. And today, we're just gonna talk about a team that's been popped up on a few schedules. And I know it's a program that a lot of people don't know nothing about, me included. Man, I don't really know a lot about these people, but they popped up on schedules, and it's Lincoln University in California. This is a program that we're going to talk about a little bit and kind of get an idea of who they are and what they are, and share my thoughts on why I say Lincoln, and I'm going to throw Virginia Lynchburg in now. I'm going to throw it straight at them. Lincoln and Virginia Lynchburg, why the SWAC and anybody else should just say no. So before we get into all that, man, I want y'all to check out those socials. Facebook is SWAC Talk, Instagram SWAC Talk, Twitter SWAC Talk 76. We got the Patreon, patreon.com/SWAC Talk. You can hit that $5 level, and the $5 level gives you access to a members only group chat and being able to suggest topics for SWAC Talk and SWAC Smoke, as well as being able to participate in a monthly members roundtable live on SWAC Smoke. And we also have a $3 level that gives you access to the members only group chat and the ability to support I can't talk to that. The ability to suggest topics for SWAC Talk and SWAC Smoke. So y'all make sure y'all check out the Patreon. We have everything listed on there. You can really you can find everything that you need whenever you want to check it out. So also thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't done so already, man, please hit that subscription button. We are getting very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. We're at I think like 916, 915. So we are 85 or less subscribers away from 1,000. So man, if y'all could hit that subscribe button, that'll greatly be appreciated. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to any videos that we drop. And like the videos, share them, and feel free to comment. And so, man, let's get with all of that out the way, all the housekeeping stuff. Let's go ahead and talk some Lincoln, man. And like I said, why we should just say no, man. And you know, I don't like to. Number one, I don't like to hinder the growth of anybody's program. But when it's not necessarily conducive to what you're trying to do, I think you need to look out for your best interest. And playing a team like this is not really anything that is beneficial to anybody other than them. Lincoln Athletics has only been in existence since 2021. Now, the school's been in existence since 1919. So the fact that they've gone that long without athletics, over 100 years without athletics, it says a little something to me. I don't know. It's a little odd, but I guess at some point they decided that they wanted to get in the athletic game, and that's what they did. So basically, Lincoln was founded in 1919 in San Francisco, offering law study programs to World War I veterans. Expanded to include a broader curriculum involving day and evening classes as co-ed institution. As a co-ed institution, it moved to Oakland in December of 1999. This information comes from an article from HBCU Game Day. I used a couple articles from HBCU Game Day for this and Virginia Lynchburg, so I wanted to get that credit out there. Lincoln is a private startup athletics program. It began fielding athletics in 2021 as an independent, and they are hoping at some point to move up to NCAA Division II. Now, that's a big feat because um, right now, Lincoln, as of this month, Lincoln has joined what is known as the where is it? The Southwestern States Intercollegiate Conference, which is for independent small colleges, and will start this upcoming 2023 season. So this is honestly a new thing. This conference provides an opportunity for a small regular season championships in the months of traditional conference play for their sport, as well as postseason experience and tournament championships. Lincoln, in his third year of athletics, this is a major stride in the athletic department to get four of his five athletic teams into a competitive conference. Lincoln University Athletics is and continues to operate as an independent school that has the ability to play other universities at all levels. There will be a lot of action and games to follow this year for Lincoln. We are excited for this next chapter of our athletic program, and that comes from the Lincoln University athletics website. So I tried to find some information on this conference. Couldn't really find anything. Um, so don't I don't you know obviously it's not NCAA sanctioned. It's not NAIA sanctioned. It's not even NCCAA sanctioned. It's just like an independent thing. So this program doesn't have any real roots anywhere. So what do what do you gain from playing a team like this? Now, obviously, at some point, getting getting accepted into the NCAA is their main goal. But right now, they are probably years away from that. They don't have any home games on the schedule. Like I said, they've only been playing football since 2021. They've played every game on the road in that time period, and they have won two games. Um, they've won two games in these past couple seasons. Um, this season, their schedule is loaded with FCS opponents, so they are not afraid to play up. They are they are trying to, I guess, have team will travel. They're trying to make whatever they can make so they can boost themselves up. But to me, I just feel like playing a team like this, especially a team like this, is really dicey, man. They don't have any. I mean, they don't have anything really to hold them accountable. They don't have to fit in the NCAA regulations. I'm not saying that this team is like we joked about it last night on SWAC Smoke, but I'm not saying this team is like the longest yard or nothing like that or gridiron gang or nothing. But this is a program that doesn't really have a lot to account for. So who knows what you're gonna get now? Obviously, when you look at their schedule, this season they play Cal Poly, Lamar, Texas Southern, Tennessee State, Kennesaw State, Southern Utah, and FAMU. So they play a lot of FCS games, and all those games are on the road. Just like last year, all those games were on the road. Um, this is to me, this is just not a beneficial situation to anybody. I don't mind a Division 2 opponent. I really don't mind an NAI opponent if there's some kind of connection there. Like it's a local team or it's a team who they coached at your school, or some kind of affiliation like that. I don't mind that once. I don't want to see more than one of those games on the schedule if it has to be there. If it doesn't have to be there, I don't want to see it at all because playing in the South, there's enough D1 and D2 teams that you can play, FCS and D2 teams that you can play at home without having to play these kind of opponents. Because this is a no-win situation for you. I mean, you beat these people by 100, you're supposed to. If you play them, they play you close, then that's not a good look for you. If you beat them, they beat you, God forbid, your season is probably toast. So that they have everything to gain and nothing to lose, and you have nothing to lose and nothing to gain and everything to lose. So it's not really a great situation to me to be in that situation. I just feel like there's not a lot of information out here because who knows what this team is like. Even if you look on NCAA, it lists them as Division II, but they're not. And that's that's like the misrepresentation that a lot of people are looking at them as being a D2 team, and that they're not. And that's kind of scary to play a team like this, because you don't really have any idea of what to expect from them. And I would love to see games like this go away. Last year, like I said, they did win 2 games. They beat Hilbert College by a score of 70 to nothing, and then they beat Bluefield State by a score of 20-17. They finished their season at 2-8, so they were able to pick up some wins, and they've gotten some guys who coming in, guys who have D1 experience. I don't know how many of those guys they have, but I've seen they have a couple. So you're gonna have some talent out there. Numbers is obviously gonna be an issue, and um, when you're playing all road games, that's obviously gonna start to affect you at some point. They played every game on the road. Their first year in 2021, which they won their second game of the season, and they finished that season 1-8. So they've won 3 games. They've won 3 games in 2 years. So they have had a little success, but all those games are on the road, and when you play 3 years of football on the road, it's obviously going to start to affect you. You don't know what kind of psyche these guys have, so you always have to be careful with that kind of stuff. So I mean, that's the main reason why I say no to these guys. Virginia Lynchburg is similar, but in a way is different. I'm not a fan of playing them either, because obviously, again, they are a non-NCAA program. They are a part of the NCCAA, which is a Christian Athletic Association. They're independent in that group, but they do have some kind of affiliation that you can track down. Again, another program that plays on the road a lot. They've won like 2 games since they've won like 3 games since 2013. They won, I think, 2 in 2018. But they have been they have recently been on a lot of MEAC schedules. They actually are playing Kennesaw State as well. Kennesaw State is in transition from FCS to FBS, so I guess they needed games, and need 2 teams definitely jump at opportunity to play you. But Virginia Lynchburg this season, they play Presbyterian, they play Merrimack, Robert Morris, Delaware State, South Carolina State, and Kennesaw State. So they play 6 FCS teams with 5 in a transition in FCS team, but they also do play 4 D2 teams. So they play up, and all their games are on the road as well. But I would love to see these games against these games with these Lincolns and Virginia Lynchburg. I would love to see these kind of games be done away with. And these are opportunities where you could have had a MEAC SWAC matchup. I know, when you come to scheduling dates and everything is not, is a very important thing. You have to have the right dates lined up. But sometimes looking at some of these games, man, if both, all these teams did not play these 2 teams and played each other, that would give us more MEAC SWAC matchups, which would definitely be a great thing to me. I think that would be a good thing to have that, because we talk about the MEAC and the SWAC matching up, but they don't really play a lot in the regular season. You guarantee 2 games, and then you may get a game here or there. But being able to play each other instead of playing these kind of games, I think would be a great thing. And I just think not playing these kind of teams would just be a better look for your program. I mean, like I said, you don't get anything out of it. They get everything, you get nothing. You cut them a check, which I doubt is that much, but you cut them a check, and they come and play you, and hopefully hopefully you bomb them and you move on. But God forbid if you don't, then it's ugly. So I like I said, I would love to see, some of these games go away and a MEX SWAC matchup take place. I mean, or if you don't want that, then I mean, play a regional FCS opponent. I mean, like I said, we're in the footprint of a couple different conferences. That would be a great look. Like September 30th, Delaware State is playing Virginia Lynchburg, and September 30th, I think Lincoln is playing Texas Southern. So how about Delaware State get on a plane or a bus and go to Houston and play TSU for their homecoming instead of playing Lincoln? I mean, these are two teams that have that have mutual dates. And they could very well play each other. I mean, obviously you have to have some kind of contract set up and home and home or whatever. But I'm not really looking at the logistics. I'm just looking at a situation that you could have a better matchup. Um, FAMU, FAMU and Kennesaw State, they playing Virginia Lynchburg and Lincoln the same Saturday. That's a great matchup. That's a great regional matchup. You know what I mean? Again, I know it's more the scheduling than hey, we both don't got games on the same day. Let's make it happen. But just looking at these two matchups, um, you can see that there's a couple weeks where these teams are playing somebody, and they could be playing each other. So it's just one of those things where I think if you were to make it happen, it could happen. Um, I just want to see these games going, man. I don't need to see any more NAIA, NCAA, NCCAA, whatever the heck Lincoln is. I don't need to see any more of these type of games on anybody's schedule. My school has been the worst offender the last couple of years, playing Florida Memorial and Virginia Lynchburg last year, playing Lincoln this year. Um, you could, I mean, there's got to be somebody else that you could put on the schedule at some point. So I would almost say you should be fine for playing a game against a team that's below Division Two, because I don't think there's very many D3 teams in this area. So playing anybody below D2, I think you should be fine. I mean, I don't really see any benefit to it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's why I say just say no. So I'm gonna close this one out by just saying Virginia Lynchburg, Lincoln, California. I'm sure y'all are great institutions. Y'all doing, y'all educating kids and helping them, you know, further their college football dreams. But we got to say no, man. I mean, I know I'm not even getting into the whole playoffs or none of that stuff. But just for the fact of playing an opponent like this, I just don't see anything that come out of it. So, SWAC, just say no to Lincoln. Just say no to Virginia Lynchburg. Hopefully, after this season, we don't see these two teams on nobody's schedule again. So, with that being said, man, I'm your tour guide, Sewell, signing out. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Friday. We'll be back with another edition of SWAC Talk coming at you this weekend. So y'all catch us on the rebound and we'll holler at y'all then. Peace.